All right, let's do a transformation in the y-axis. Our parent graph is the same as the last video, f of x equals 1/2 x plus 1. We're graphing t of x this time, and it's going to be f of negative x. I want you to notice that the negative is in front of the x in the parentheses. When we did the last problem, the negative was in front of the f, and that made us reflect over the x-axis. Well, now, since it's in the parentheses, we're reflecting over the y-axis. Y's will stay the same, the x's will change signs. All right, so let's graph the parent graph again. My b is 1, so that's the y-intercept, and there's the 1 on the y-axis. And my slope is 1/2, so I rise 1 and run 2 right, rise 1, run 2 right. And I could fall 1 and run 2 left. So we have the parent's graph of f of x. Now what we want to do is find, the f of negative x. All right, let me just write down the ordered pairs that we have on the parent graph. I have a negative 2, 0 here. I have negative 2 paired with 0. I have 0 paired with 1. And I have 2, 2. And I think I'm just going to do those 3. That will be enough. Now we know that if I said the y stays the same, but the x changes signs, well, if I'm changing the signs of the x, the negative 2 becomes 2. It's like multiplying it by negative 1. 0 times negative 1 is still 0, and 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So they change their signs. Now, since I said the y's stay the same, let's just look over here. When on the original parent graph, if it was 2, then the y was 2. So the y will still be 2. Remember, f of x is another way of saying y. 0 will stay with 1, and this negative 2 is with 0 before, so it will stay the same. All right. I know that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense, so let me show you how that would be algebraically, how you would get those numbers algebraically. Take your parent graph, f, and put a 2 in its position, f of 2, and then write down 1/2 x, 1/2 times 2, the x will be replaced with 2 or 2 over 1, plus 1. So this 2 cancels that 2 out, and you're left with 1 plus 1, which is 2. So that ordered pair is 2, 2. That's why it is what it is. You could do the same thing with f of 0. So it's 1/2 times 0 plus 1. That would be 1/2 times 0 plus 1. Well, half of 0 is 0, and you're left with 1. That ordered pair would be 0, 1. So there, it didn't change at all. The point will remain there. And then the last one was f of negative 2. So I have the 1/2, and I'm replacing this x here with negative 2. Put it over 1 if you want to, and then write plus 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. 2 times 1 is 2, so that's negative 1 plus 1, which is 0. So this ordered pair was negative 2, 0. So hopefully that gives you an indication of where those numbers came from when I said that the y's will stay the same and the x will change signs. Now, you're wondering what you need to graph for this last one. I want you to take these x's here and place them with these y's. So that would be, we are graphing negative 2, 2. We're graphing 0, 1. And we're graphing 2, 0. So it was this one being paired up with that one. Negative 2, 2 would be here. 0, 1 here. And 2, 0 here. And that will be your your t of x. That is your t of x.